This is where the breakdown of society begins. When we reaffirm
For real.
just anybody's idea, anybody's feelings, now we got to reaffirm fake babies. This is where the building used to be. This is where the building no longer is.
What are you out here protesting today?
It's not funny.
No, I'm serious. What are you guys out here protesting today?
No, ma'am, I assure you, it very much is funny. She knows all of it.
Look at it go, dude.
And you can tell she really plays this game.
Poor dude. At least he's probably saved from all of that now, right? Just because this all came out fake.
Sure, after being emotionally scarred for the rest of your life and never trusting another person again. Yeah, no, he's for sure saved, though, afterwards.
Never mind. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, Jamie. Hey, reach out if you need to talk to anybody.
You need to
For real.
talk.
No.
I have to. I don't make the rules.
The No Kings protesters can go against the rules, so can you.
It is no longer Joe Biden's America. You're right.
This is the generation of a king.
We are
You're
so
in the
bad.
King's era.
What's up, guys? We're the Modern Brothers, and welcome back to the Modern Brothers Recap, where we present our favorite topics found in the past week, be it news, pop culture, and whatever else plucks our feathers. I'm DayDreamer. This is Cited.
How goes it? For this week's episode, we will be talking about President Trump constructing a new ballroom in the White House. The left isn't having it. We try to figure out the purpose of the No Kings protest. And lastly, a Scottish woman dupes her friends and family with a fake pregnancy.
That last story is wild, dude. I'm
That was a
excited
real
to get to
doozy
that
for
one.
Sure. All right, let's get into it.
All right, so for this first topic, our fearless leader, President Donald J. Trump, is constructing a new, big, beautiful ballroom. And as always, because Trump is doing
huge. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
Because Trump is doing it, it's the worst thing to ever happen in our history.
It's the last horrid thing he's ever done, ever in history.
All right, so here are the bullet points. It won't interfere with any other building. It was initially estimated to cost $200 million, and it will be entirely privately funded, so no taxpayer dollars are used for it.
Okay.
So initial thoughts, it seems like a good idea, right? It seems, okay, why would anybody be mad at that? It seems fine, right? Okay, now can you ask these two questions? I can't think of a transition. So ask these two questions. What do they use now? And where are they going to build it?
So what do they use now, Daydreamer? And where are they going to build it?
I'm glad you asked. So apparently they would just put up a big tent, and that's what they would do to use to.
I think I heard them say that. That's kind of sad. The White House has to put up a white tent because they don't have a ballroom. Dude.
That is so sad to me.
It is very sad.
Apparently they're gonna build it on the east side. All right, so now let's dig deeper into these three main points.
Okay,
so
go for it.
Initially in July, Trump had said it won't interfere with the current building, being the East Wing. It's gonna be near it, but not touching it. Here are his exact words, just so you know I'm not lying.
It'll be built over on the east side, and it will be beautiful. It'll be views of the Washington Monument. It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it.
So that's what he had initially said. So guess
those guys around him. Sorry.
So guess what happened to the current building, though?
What?
He completely demolished it. It's gone.
No way.
He said it wasn't going to be touched and that it'd be respected and that it's his favorite building, one of his favorite places. Look, it's freaking wild. Here's a satellite view on CNN. So here, look. This is where the building used to be. This is where the building no longer is.
Oh, crap. What the heck?
Gone, dude.
Is that for this or was it for something else?
No, it's for this. It's for the ballroom. That's for the ballroom.
That's insane, dude.
So in that previous video that I showed you, he did say how much he liked the East Wing and how it was his favorite and it was beautiful. Just keep that in mind. So now I'm going to play this.
I see you've got the model of the White House and the ballroom. Many people were surprised the entire East Wing is being demolished because you had said initially that the ballroom would just touch or would not.
Well,
touch
certain
it.
areas
What
are being
happened?
certain areas are being left. We determined that after really a tremendous amount of study with some of the best architects in the world, we determined that really knocking it down, trying to use a little section. You know, the East Wing was not much. There was not much left from the original. It was over the course of 100 years, it was changed. The columns were removed, and it was a much different building. Then a story was added on in 1948, 1949. There was a story added on, which was not particularly nice. And the building was very, very much changed from what it was originally. In order to do it properly, we had to take down the existing structure.
So what he's holding is little renderings of what it's going to look like, which I think is hilarious too. It's so funny. But okay,
That's crazy.
I know, right? He said he wasn't gonna touch it, and then it's his favorite building, and now it's just gone.
Kind of sounds like something I might do. Well, we could do this better.
All right, but okay. Little side note though, when he was showing that model thing, my brain immediately went here. It was so funny.
Without much further ado, I give you the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
What is this?
A center for ants? What?
How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a
I don't want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
He's absolutely right.
Oh, that was hilarious, dude. That's where my mind immediately went when I saw the model.
Sorry, I just imagine Trump doing that in the middle of a press conference.
Too, dude.
That's hilarious, dude.
Okay. So that building's completely gone. He did lie on that. I don't know if he lied. I'm trying to give him the benefit of doubt here because I can see it being where he didn't need to say it's his favorite building, but I can see it being where they really did want to keep it, but they're like, you know what? It'd be good to just completely remodel it, right? Now that you're doing this anyways.
I just think it was one of those turnarounds that they were looking at, they were reviewing the plans, and hey, this is better.
Right. But that does make the price, I don't know if that specifically, but the price has now increased. Initially, it was 200 million. Now it's 300 million. I was trying to find a clip of Trump saying it was 300 million. I couldn't find it. I spent like 10 minutes looking. But I did find a clip of Caroline Levitt saying that it's increased to 300 million. So it has increased, and the price now is 300 million. It used to be 200 million. So that's that second claim. The last claim is that it will all be privately funded. Here is a list of the donors that the White House has put out. I'm a little annoyed because they didn't put how much or what percentage or anything. But these are all the donors. Look at this. Amazon, Apple, Coinbase, Comcast, Google, HP, Meta, Microsoft, Palantir, Ripple, T-Mobile.
These are not no names. These are some of the biggest names out there.
And others. But yes,
that's crazy.
Quite a bit of donors. Trump himself has also said that he will be using some of his own money as well. I do think he's kind of loopholing it because I thought this was interesting. So here's the story. This is from ABC News. And it says, according to court documents, Google's parent Alphabet noted in a recent legal settlement reached with Trump after he was banned from YouTube following January 6th, that it would be contributing $22 million to help build the White House ballroom. So the settlement noted that the $22 million will be contributed on Trump's behalf to the Trust for the National Mall, a 501c3 tax-exempt entity, blah, 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 dedicated to restoring, preserving, and elevating the National Mall to support the construction of the White House State Ballroom. So
he got them to pay for that instead of just going directly to him.
I don't think it... Does it count? Does it count to you?
It would have been his money regardless, right? So he said instead of doing that, put it towards this?
Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know because the settlement, I'm not sure what the settlement was. It could be that the settlement said that, but I don't know.
That's crazy, though. Is that a bad thing, though? I mean, he could have just taken and pocketed the money.
It's not bad, but I don't think it's the same as I'm putting money towards this. For some reason, something about it feels different. I don't know why.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Kind of like petty money? Is that what that is?
It's
interesting.
It's just different.
Yeah.
It's money that you won from something else, and you're now putting it towards this. It's still your money. It still would have been his. It would have been yours. Yeah. I think. Well, I'm not sure how the settlement worked because one of the stipulations could have been like, okay, I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm going to give it to a charity. Fine. That you know.
That's interesting. I don't think I dislike it though.
So these are the two attack lines though that I'm largely seeing people going rabid about this. It's Trump doesn't care about our history because he destroyed the East Wing, and Trump is corrupt because these people who fund his ballroom are now going to be in good favor with him, and he's going to do them favors too. A little quid pro quo, if you will, is what they're alleging. Now, the first part, I do think the whole Trump doesn't care about history because he's demolishing this. I do think they don't have as much of an argument there, so they're starting to pivot away from that because presidents can remodel as they see fit. I think there are
counted for 2 remodels of the building in that whole statement.
I think there are certain limitations though. I'm not sure of though.
I was wondering that you mentioned that because the whole time I was thinking, could you not have built around the existing wing in order to achieve this? Is my thought, just to preserve the history.
I'm not sure. Well, that was his initial. That's what he was initially saying. Is gonna be right next to it.
Yeah.
He said it was gonna be right next to this, and now it's not. My thought process also is maybe security reasons or something else. It's much more. It's easier to put it as close as possible or something. I don't know. But so that argument kind of falls short for me. The one that I do give some merit to is that Trump is corrupt because people funding him are going to expect favors from him as well, right? You don't get anything for free. What do you think of that?
No, I could see where they're now going to have, he's going to have to cater to, but
I
just don't know about how much.
My only counter argument, which I do admit is kind of a weak counter argument, is Trump was born and raised with money, so money doesn't have the same value and push to somebody who might have been raised poor, without money. So maybe money doesn't sway him as much.
I don't think Trump's looking to be bought with money. I think he's just looking to be. I mean, these were tech guys: Google, Amazon, Microsoft. These are all the people who own the tech world, the digital world. So I just think, if anything, politically, he gets their support a little bit more.
No, I think they want policy in terms of AI or something. I don't know. That's what I would. That's where I would go. That's where my head would go. But so I do give that some validity. That makes sense. But again, I still largely like this. Yeah, he's not using taxpayer money. I think this is okay.
And not only that, it's going to be used from generations moving on.
That's what also kind of annoyed me, because the left is saying, oh, he's using it to build his ballroom and he's so, and I'm just like, well, he's not going to keep it. But then they go back to the whole, it's because he's not planning on leaving.
Yeah, he's going to have to leave. That's just that's how it works. But they're going to use it. As soon as it's built, they're going to be all over it, both Democrats and Republicans. They're going to be all over it. So stop acting like you're mad about this. If anything, you can help and give a little bit of your twist too.
I think they'll move on pretty quickly, or who knows?
Absolutely. Especially now that it's built up.
Maybe they'll protest it and they won't go to the first event Trump holds or something. That'd be funny. Honestly, that'd be fine. So the last thing I wanted to see, because I wanted to get your permission on this, because they are largely referencing, I've heard Caroline Levitt say it's like the people's ballroom, So as two of the people, I thought we'd contact President Trump and ask if we can see it. Look, I found this contact page on the White House, the whitehouse.gov, and it says, who do you want? I want to contact the president right here. So that's what I put. Contact the president. Prefix is Mr. Nice. First name Satirius. Last name Vamada. Organization Vamada Brothers YouTube. I will hide the address. Don't worry, this will be blurred out in post. And phone number will also be blurred out in post. Our email is vamadabrothers@gmail.com. And so, hello, my name is Satirius. My buddy DayDreamer and I want to come see the ballroom President Trump is building. Can we stop by sometime? P.S. Trump 2028. I really think that'll curry some favor with him.
Send it, dude.
For real?
I've always wanted to see the White House, dude. I think it'd be pretty cool to see our nation's capital.
This is what I was giggling about while we were researching.
I see why. It's good.
That was hilarious.
Dude, send it. Hit submit right now.
Okay, submitting.
That's hilarious.
No thanks. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with President Donald J. Trump. They forgot to add fearless.
You know what's funny is that everybody's probably putting in these 3,000. Did you see how many words you could put in there? It's like 3,000 some words. You literally have this straightforward sentence. I forgot to tell you that the question mark wasn't correctly placed. It was spaced from the rest of the sentence.
I thought it made it funnier for some reason, doesn't that? Because then they're just sitting there like, why did you put a space between the last word and the question mark?
We walk up to the White House and they're like, which one of you is the kid who doesn't know how to use punctuation correctly? Goes by the name of Satirius.
I think they'd be like, which one of you is the free thinker who decided to play by your own rules? And then that's why they'd invite us.
Well, we'll see. Hey, Prezi, if you see it, we'd like to go and see.
Yep. So
That's hilarious.
I assume we'll get the invite any day. As soon as we just have to wait for the ballroom to be done, obviously.
Dude,
once it's done constructing.
And we can go by and bring our spinning wheel so President Trump can spin it.
Nice.
Just filling
Oh,
the
this
void of
is me.
silence
Sorry,
because we have a spinning wheel.
This is me talking to
Making
fill
sure
the
that
void.
we don't have an awkward moment of silence there.
I always forget. Arbiters
of.
Do we have one for
Nice.
arbiters of? All right.
Oh,
Which do you know who we're arbitering?
I don't remember.
let's
We're
watch it then.
arbitering the guy in the white.
Oh.
I think y'all should come get your.
Okay, what are your thoughts? I
He
believe
said that
the
one
guy in
hurt.
the-
Did you hear? That one hurt. Yeah, you got me, buddy.
No, wasn't he yelling at him? Are you done? He said, "Yeah, I'm done." Then he said, "That one hurt." Do you think the guy in the white was justified for what he did?
No, it does seem too much, but the guy really only put his hand up. He kind of swiped at him, kind of like did a little backhand. Actually,
I don't know if he touched him or not. But if he hadn't, he would have gotten touched.
no, you know what? I think he was justified. That guy fully intended to backhand him.
He's going for the hat.
He did a swift one punch miss slap, or he slapped the back of the head and then punched, missed, and then got a nice little hook in. And then that was it. Just pushed him down and gave him a lesson he'll remember forever. I think he did society a favor.
I think he was fine. Yes, I think he was fine. Easy.
Nice.
Done. We've arbitrated.
Arbitrated? Is that
This is okay.
is that the word?
I think so.
Okay.
I gotta look it
We've
up.
arbitrated. That's how it goes. Nope. We're saying it's a word.
Yep,
Moving
we
on.
arbitrated. This past week, there was a No Kings protest. Do you know what the No Kings protest was about, DayDreamer?
Yes.
And what's it about?
I don't know. I just thought that I thought the response would throw you off. I thought you expected me to say no, so I just went with yes.
It's about No Kings. Obviously, that's what the title is about.
Right.
I have no idea
I
what the
said.
No Kings protest is about. And so I figured I'd go to the source itself. So here we have the No Kings website, and we went to the About Us page, hopefully having a clear definition. Essentially, they got a bunch of words
Damn.
talking about how much they hate the Trump administration and that they're fighting against tyranny. But here's my actual summary. The No Kings movement claims to be a movement that peacefully protests tyranny. In America, and this is to quote, "In America, we don't have kings, and we won't back down against chaos, corruption, and cruelty."
Okay. They sound like some
The only
true
problem is that-
patriots.
They sure do. Like, sure, I would follow this too if we legitimately had a king, but we don't. So I really don't know what this is all about. I perused through the whole website, dude, and I didn't get any clear demands or real definitions, in my opinion, as to what the No Kings protest is about.
See,
But maybe I'm missing something.
Off of that definition, I would just assume they're protesting Kamala's run for president. She was just like anointed.
Just thrown in there, right? Like
that's what
they just chose her and she put her in that position.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's just crazy. Like the king title came from them. I don't think Trump was ever alluding to being a king. I mean, the whole talking about the Trump 2028 thing, but well, he's playing into it now, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But the whole king title came from them, from what I can recall, right? But okay, so again, earlier I said I perused this whole website. No clear demands, no clear definition, no clear direction. But what I got a lot of was how to be a good protester, dude. Like safety rules and toolkits, right? So if you go to the website again, they have a legit full breakdown about how to protest.
Wow.
This is insane. Look at this. This is very well organized. You want to start a protest?
How much you want to bet this was just ChatGPT?
Even still, that's quite a bit in order to get you set up for a protest. Anyways, I just thought I'd show this because that's quite interesting. Very
Hold
well
up. This
detailed.
says they've gone too far. The administration has defied our courts, deported American citizens, disappeared people off the streets, and slashed our services. You know what this gives me? It gives me that SpongeBob episode vibe where the guy's just like, he's killed our children, you know, I don't know, gone after our women, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And the guy's like, oh my gosh, he did all that? And the guy's like, no, but are we just going to wait around until he does? That's what this gives me,
exactly their talking points. I kid you not. That's exactly what they're doing. It's like, if we don't protest and we don't fight back, he's eventually going to do these things.
That's hilarious.
And so that's the whole point. No demands nothing from their website. So I did what any good effective researcher would do, and I went to social media. Anyways, maybe these would answer a question. So let's give them a try.
What are these supposed to be?
So they're just like random excerpts from protests around the U.S.
Do all lives still matter? Yes. I don't care if you never drunk tested your warp. Where are they getting this from? Kings suck. Trust me. Agreed, brother. 79 is still throwing tantrums. All right, that was kind of funny. That was kind of that was pretty good. 79 is still throwing tantrums. That one's you got one. Nope.
I think it's the Queen.
All power to all people.
The Epstein files. Okay, fair. That Trump is a baby?
Yeah. Resist fascism. Wearing a mask is not a crime. But I'm not reading all that. That is way too. Nope. I'm sure that was in the toolkit somewhere. Do not have excessive writing on your sign. That was horrible.
All right, from this insightful video, could you tell me what they were protesting?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I don't know. I was doing the thing again where I was just hoping. I have no idea. No, I don't know.
Okay.
But I am on board with some of these.
You just laughed at a couple of them. That was a good joke.
Tantrums was hilarious. I'm on board with that.
That was a funny joke. I'm not going to deny the tantrums was funny. But what are they protesting?
He's 79 and throwing tantrums. I'm on board with that one. I'll hold a sign with that one. That one's fine.
What about this next one? Tell me if you can get anything from that.
Whoa! Scared me. What are you out here protesting today?
It's not funny.
Oh, no, I'm serious. What are you guys out here protesting today?
No, ma'am, I assure you, it very much is funny. Bro, what is she doing?
None of it's funny. It's not funny. Everything that's going on right now is not amusing. It's our government. We're the people. It's our constitution. We're here to fight for our democracy.
I respect that. I'm just trying to get educated. I didn't know you guys were out here protesting today.
Well, do you read any signs here?
I mean, I do.
What's not to understand?
I don't know what that
People
means.
should not be afraid of their government. The government should not be afraid of the people. They're eating the checks. They're eating the balances. We have a three prongs of government: the Congress, the Justice, and the Executive branch.
Ooh, she was so close.
Three branches on the tree. Three branches on the tree.
3 branches. What's your dog's name?
Rocco.
Rocco. Hey, Rocco.
It's not a party. It's not funny.
I didn't think it was funny, but you're wearing a clown outfit, so I thought it was kind of funny. I thought I was supposed to laugh. You're wearing a clown outfit.
It's not funny.
Wow.
Did you get anything from that one about what they were protesting?
Yes, that was very clear messaging. It is not funny. Did you not? I don't see how you didn't get that one.
I must be blind. It's just I'm so
Blind.
bright that I didn't pick that up. Can't read, can't hear.
That was the most clear.
I'm not getting any
That's
of
a
that.
true patriot right there. That's the most clear messaging I've seen all day, or this entire
I'm certainly
thing.
missing something here then. Okay, what about this next one?
Okay.
Maybe I'll pick it up on this next one.
I really don't care about. See, it's amateur hour. I can't read the full sign. They got to move the arm.
See, again, another set of folks who didn't read the toolkit well enough.
I think it's you. I don't care about you.
This might be pre-protest. I can't really tell.
Yeah, they're just setting up.
That's Trump on a guillotine.
See, look at that.
Right?
What a great country where you can put your king on a guillotine and pretend to kill him. Like, how is that not
in
amazing?
an actual country where there was a king, I'm pretty sure your head would be gone. We all watch Alice in Wonderland, right? Off with your head?
No, but
you're missing out.
but the reference is still funny. I can tell.
And what about this last one, dude? I'm pretty sure she has some really good, insightful advice.
All right. Let's see. Honestly, they've all had good insight and advice for me. I'm feeling pretty patriotic.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And
No
why
King's Day now,
specifically
today.
are you out supporting No King's
Is that
Day?
a Burger King
I think
kind of
protest
play?
is important.
Why are you
Nah,
protesting?
that would be funny, and this is not funny.
How
Via
much
the
time
last
do you
woman.
have?
How much time do you
Couple
have?
minutes.
She asked. She's got a lot
And
to
what's
say.
the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
Convenient.
All right. That's probably I've learned the least from her, so she's probably the most lost.
Okay, look, I know it seems like we're picking on them, but they're largely doing it to themselves, my dude.
Picking on them? I'm calling them patriots, all of them, pretty much.
Well, I'm clearly picking on these folks, and I shouldn't be, But man, it's so hard to kind of see what's going on here.
It is very difficult.
Here's the disclaimer. I think, look, we understand that some protests can be effective when used against real legitimate problems. The demands are clear, the change is necessary, and we know that there is a clear goal to the end. I'm just not seeing that with this protest.
This is my issue with a lot of modern day protests. It's always just to raise awareness, and I'm like, we have been made aware, but now what? Can we? What are we doing here? And it honestly is just a way for people to hang out, in my opinion. That's how it seems nowadays.
I think it's a way for people to be degenerates, and it's a free space for people to
degenerates
to do stuff like do you remember the protests in Portland where they were literally naked protesting the National Guard? What does that have anything to do with the National Guard being out there?
No, hold
They're
on.
Literally naked.
I can do this. I can make a connection.
Or suits. Give me a connection, please.
I can do this.
Use one.
They were true patriots because they were naked, and that I tried. I gave it. I really gave it a shot.
Nakedism means patriotism.
Yeah. Largely, I do think nowadays people just want to virtue signal and pretend like they're involved and they're so well informed and they're out there, fighting a fight. They want to feel that way for some reason and virtue signal to all their friends on how much they care and how much they know.
That's so backwards to me.
Protesting is just like an easy way for them to do that. I think that's the only thing I can
take it back to the civil rights
think
movement. Take it back to women's suffrage. Take it back to the time when they actually had problems. I'm pretty sure they would not be in a timeline like that where they had legit problems to actually fight for.
Yeah, I just don't know what they're
actually any of the issues that they're doing.
I don't know what their actual demands are, and that's where I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
All I do know is that this thing is freaking heavily funded. Did you see all the sponsors on their website?
Mm-hmm.
Just sponsor after sponsor after sponsor. It's ridiculously funded, this whole thing. But look, all right, I'll play in their favor and I'll give them a little bit of support. If I were a No Kings protest leader,
okay,
and I really wanted to make a difference,
sure,
I would be offering up solutions, different ways to handle the whole ICE problem. Let me give Trump a suggestion, right? If you really wanted to get the bad immigrants out, maybe do it differently, right? How to fix the crime issue. Maybe don't send the National Guard. Do a better job of communicating with the actual mayors of these cities so that we can better fix this crime rather than just throwing in the soldiers and being very blunt and aggressive about it, right?
Sure, I just don't think it would work. I think the mayors or whatever would just say, "Oh, I told Trump to go F himself." I think that's what would come out, and he wouldn't.
I didn't say the solutions were going to work, but at least I had a purpose to my protest. Because I have no idea what's going on here, and it just seems like an excuse.
Yeah, no, I agree. The one thing that I also want to comment on though is that they are using the American flag more. And a lot of
upside down though. No. I'm not gonna give them credit.
One of them was upside down, but the other one that was like actual big flag was.
There are some upright. I'll give.
But upside down isn't necessarily as bad, in my opinion, as burning the flag, because upside down is like a signal of distress. Your country's in distress. It's not. I just don't think it's as bad, right? As long as it's not like upside down and touching the ground or something like that, I do think it's not as bad for some reason. But anyways, so
no, it's not as bad as burning. Yes,
and the right is kind of seeing it as like a win, and they're kind of mocking it too, like look at the left, they're trying to be patriotic, they're trying to do this, and they're not taking it, in my opinion, seriously enough. They're infiltrating again, right? Just in the same way they did with Hollywood and the culture, where they slowly got in, and they're just like, okay, we've seen what works, let's go that direction, then to take over, which was, in my opinion, before was be empathetic and affirm everybody's feelings and be a good person, nice person. Now they're saying that, okay, we got to be a patriot and we got to have the flag. They're infiltrating again, and that's what's annoying me.
Millions of people showed up to this event around the world. Around the U.S.
And they're raising the American flag at the DNC when Kamala was anointed. They also were they were trying to portray this patrioticness as well. American flags everywhere. There's also now this like cowboy aesthetic and this country thing. Country music is also, in my opinion, being infiltrated by a bunch of degeneracy, and they're just, it's bugging me because
Morgan Wallen won't let that happen.
I don't know. I think he's close, but all right. Actually, I don't listen to him enough, but there's just, I don't know. Country music does seem like it's changing as well, and so they're slowly infiltrating, and they're fighting the culture war still, which is scary.
Infiltrating? I mean, I feel like they've always owned Hollywood. They've always owned the industry.
Country music has been seen Republican, and the American flag, wearing it and waving it, has also been seen as Republican. And now they're trying to take over. So they're infiltrating in there, not the Hollywood. Hollywood they already took out. They already took all of that. What I'm saying is they're doing what they did with Hollywood, where it's like they're slowly creeping in, slowly adding more degeneracy, slowly adding more nudity, and then all of it just goes to crap.
I do think that they're winning in regards to young, impressionable people who want to be part of something big. Whether or not it's bigger than them, they just want to be part of something. This is the time to do it. We are in the culture of protests. And people just want to be part of the civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement. They want that.
Yep. They want some movement to fight for, and it's just annoying.
Yeah. This is the generation to do it.
Well, I feel like I feel like young people have always done it. It's just for some reason more right now. I don't know why.
So moving on to the last bit of this topic, do you think the Trump administration's response is good or bad?
What do you mean by response?
Check out these videos.
This is a different song, huh? He had a different song on the actual thing.
Yeah, he had Danger Zone. It's AI generated. It's supposed to be poop.
JD Vance put this?
I think so, yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, this is hilarious.
It's not funny. This is unbecoming of a president of the United States of America.
So obviously they've
That's
made comments
funny.
here and there. Trump has made a few comments in press. I think Levitz has. What do you think? Are these good or are these bad responses?
They are funny to me, but I do largely side a little bit. I was gonna say I somewhat side with the left on this, where it's like, I kind of don't want this from my president, but I can't help but laugh because it is kind of funny. So it's one of those things where like Trump can get away with it, but when I see Gavin Newsom doing it, I'm like, shut up, you bug.
Yeah, I'm of the same school of thought. I don't think he should be putting stuff up like this. Not JD Vance, any of them. I think they should just let them do their protest and do the opposite of what a king would do. They're just not thinking that way. They're letting their heads get big, honestly.
Yeah, I somewhat agree. Again, I'm in the middle though.
It is funny though. I do think it's
know.
funny. I'm not gonna look at that online and say that's not funny.
I do think Trump's though messaging on this whole thing is just horrible. The way he's messaging everything that he's doing is just bad in my opinion. But that's
on the
that's
Kings
a topic.
topic?
No, just on everything. All the stuff that he's doing, I think like he can just
It's pretty
message
aggressive
so
rhetoric.
much better.
Yes, I agree.
But that's a topic for another day. But largely, no. This response, I'm like, come on.
But you know
also-
what? We could probably help the protesters with a good wheel spin.
Nice. What a segue.
How about that? Here you
Spin
go,
it.
protesters. Here you go, protesters.
This one's for you for some reason, apparently, according to Soterius. That makes no sense, dude. Okay, just go ahead and switch it to Daydreamer's Choice because we don't have anything else.
Daydreamer's Choice is gonna be right here somewhere. There it is.
But make it seem
Daydreamer's
organic.
Choice. Oh,
So it looks like we fixed the wheel. And Daydreamer's Choice. Okay, put it away.
Oh, it is
nice,
Daydreamer's
you did
Choice.
Nice. This one's kind of funny and silly. I do have a little bit of a discussion on it just because I think it's very interesting. I've shown it before, but
Oh yeah.
look at this. Look at it go, dude. She knows all of it.
Look at it go, dude.
And you can tell she really plays this game.
How do you know her so well?
What'd you say?
I didn't have a lot of time outside.
I can see you alone in your basement doing this for like hours on end.
You already know what her favorite song choice was.
What I think is great though about this is that they're in what I assume is like a college room studying, right, for something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It just takes me back to the college days where you had all these engineers and stuff. We were all in the room, but we each had our also like individual hobbies that we'd probably much rather be doing
Oh yeah.
than engineering. And something about that's like sad. Like I don't know how to explain it. Where it's like capitalism, if you will, tends to destroy part of the human spirit, in my opinion. It's still a great system. I still largely like it. But I don't know. There's something to be said about just doing what
You
you,
know the
love.
irony of that thought, though?
What?
Maybe, I don't know if that's irony, but let's take that game, for example. It took an engineer who went through the same
to build that game.
It's the same situation to build that game, to get to the point to build that game.
That's true.
It's crazy how that works out, right?
That's a good, yeah.
Like the things that you have hobbies in required someone to develop something for you to enjoy that hobby.
Yeah,
which is insane. And you are now that person. Well, depending on what we choose to do from this point on, we are now those people.
Yeah,
create that same thing.
But I see that and I'm just like, I don't know, the human spirit's still alive out there somewhere, you know?
Oh yeah,
I like that. It gives me some faith in like, okay, people are still cool in my opinion, you know?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna call her cool.
Well, okay, but you know what I mean. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
A Scottish woman named Kira Cousins faked an entire pregnancy, and then she pretended like she delivered the baby, but it was a fake doll.
This story is insane, dude. It amuses.
She convinced her whole family and friends.
Wild. It amuses and terrifies me all at once. It is largely kind of funny when you think about it, but also once you get past the funny, it becomes extremely terrifying.
Dark and
you're like, holy crap, people are freaking crazy. There's psychopaths out there and they walk among us and they could be anyone. Here is a video that was posted on TikTok by one of her friends. Close friends, I think, right? That's what it said.
It seemed like it, yeah.
So, this is Kira at her own gender reveal and me looking like a fanny at a gender reveal for a doll. But at the time, believing I was being supportive for a friend. Then she also went to a wedding with a fake bump. Then she said that the baby had heart problems. And then she was buying the baby clothes. And then the mum and gran bought the £1,000 pram. Then she sent me a video of the baby kicking. Then she posted on Facebook saying thanks to the gran and great gran for buying her a chair. Then there was just more photos of Kira and Bonnie Lee, this doll. Then in a few settings, the text messages are going to come up where she says that she had took Bonnie Lee to the hospital because she was cold, etc. Then all the blue chats that you'll see is me when I found out that it's a doll. That's her saying happy birthday to me. And then this is what her auntie's just sent me here. She thinks her mum was in it.
That's wild. She thinks her mom was in on it. Again, unconfirmed, but I can see her.
If her mom was in on it, they were trying to get money. That's what it was.
I can see her fooling everyone else. I do think it'd be much harder to fool a mom.
There was an article that we read, and apparently her hairdresser, she's a mom of 5, and immediately could pick out that this wasn't a real baby's bump.
Yeah, but I don't know how much I trust it because everybody wants to say I knew all along. You know?
I mean, she's the only one who claimed that to know all along. Out of that whole article. But then there's also not a whole lot of articles about this. I'm starting to believe this is all fake and that Neve made this all up.
Neve's the one.
Neve's the one who's tricking all of us right now.
Okay. So there's 2 obvious questions, right? There's the first one, how did everybody not know? And how did she get caught? Those are the first 2 questions that come to my mind. And apparently she was just sending people fake scans, fake pictures, with the doll. She had that AI video. I don't know if you caught it in the thing. Did you see it?
I did see that.
Creepy,
I thought she got a moving baby, but it was an AI video.
That's what I assume because that's just wild.
Did the baby look fake to you at all?
As a doll?
Yeah.
Not for a newborn. No, it seemed.
It's hard to tell. Newborns come out
different. Yeah.
Yeah, funky looking.
So she had this whole elaborate thing going. I can see how some people wouldn't know, and we were talking with Satirius earlier because Satirius was like, "There's no way how did people not know?" And I'm just like, no, I think the blind spots you have for people you love, you just assume people around you aren't psychopaths. You know what? That is people around her's fault. That is her friend's fault for assuming that there's no psychopaths.
She's not a psychopath.
Yeah, you're right though.
Okay, so tell me how many times you think people around us are psychopaths? I'm just, even then, she had to have slipped up one here or there, dude. Unless she just has.
Well, she did. That's why she got caught. But
what about even during the whole 9 months of pretending to be pregnant? she didn't slip up once.
Yeah, but it's a huge accusation to tell somebody, hey, are you faking being pregnant right now? Can you imagine having that conversation with anybody? I cannot imagine me going to your sister and being like, hey, is that real?
But did you question it? Did you question it even for the slightest?
Well, no, because you don't assume people are psychopaths. That's the problem with society, honestly. maybe that's the real issue here. This was also in Scotland, so maybe they're just weird over there.
They're different out there. They're different out in Scotland.
Also, side note. So, her best friend Neve has this whole 10-minute video explaining a longer version of the story. You know, different things that would happen. You know, how
we can't
she
really
would
understand her that well.
How she would wrap up the baby as well, and she'd keep it in a bunch of blankets and say, "Oh, the baby was cold." She also made up a story that the baby had some sort of heart defect. I think she was planning on killing off the baby eventually, right, to get rid of it, killing it off, killing off the doll.
And people wouldn't ask questions after the fact, sympathize for her, the whole thing.
Ah, man, that's wild. Imagine if she had gotten that far. Anyways, so that there's more. We'll link it all down below if you want to see the full 10-minute thing. It is very hard to understand because, as Satirist just said, she's Scottish and she talks like this, but like worse because I can't do a Scottish accent as well. Anyways, she was also trashing the supposed father of the doll and saying how horrible he was, which to me is
you talking about Kira?
Yeah,
the mom?
Kira.
Yeah.
Which to me was one of the most egregious parts too. She told everyone that she had to deliver the baby alone and that he was pressuring her to get an abortion. That part I do believe. Maybe he did, but I just, because she was lying about it, I'm just like, maybe he was right.
Maybe he really wanted to. Yeah, fair enough. Poor dude. At least he's probably saved from all of that now, right? Just because this all came out fake.
Sure, after being emotionally scarred for the rest of your life and never trusting another person again. Yeah, no, he's for sure saved though afterwards.
Never mind. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, Jamie.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, reach out if you need to talk to anybody.
If you need
for
to
real.
Talk. Okay.
I can't imagine.
The next question that stands out is, how did she get caught? This one's funny. I was pointing to you, so you take it away.
You see my stupid face smiling, waiting for you to say something?
Yeah, I saw it.
Sorry. All right. Okay. Well, according to her friend Neve, who I think is behind all of this, actually.
Secretly.
Secretly. Well, she says either her mom or cousin walked in on Kira with the baby just lying there on the floor, right? Is that what happened?
Yep.
Could you imagine baby face planting?
Just, oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, dude, what the heck? You know what? Okay, I'm changing the story. Mother of Kira always knew, and or the cousin, and they were like, you know what? I don't want to fall for this. Let's just get Kira and wreck her only. And so now Kira's taking all the heat.
She's the fall girl?
Mother's scot-free. Yeah, mother is Scottish-free.
No. All right. Well, pun aside, I think your first theory is better. That Neve's behind it. I like that one
Neve's
better.
Behind it.
If you could build that story out more, that'd be better.
I'm not trying to create any sort of conspiracy theories here. I have no idea what's going on. Did we find out if anything happened to Kira?
No, they're still a developing story. So this we found an article in Cosmopolitan. Don't judge us, but that's where the story was from. Yeah. And in that article,
I don't browse Cosmopolitan. Just saying. In
that article, they have a link to her Instagram, but they do kind of say it's kind of hard to verify because people are just chasing clout or whatever. The Instagram itself put up an apology. She does seem to take full responsibility and stuff, but again, we don't know if this is real. If this is a real Instagram or not. It could be like that Coldplay thing, where it was a fake account for that guy.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
She did post on her story or Instagram as well. We'll be going live over the weekend to get my side of the story out and get the help I need. You'll need to be following me to get notifications when I go live. Once I've done this live, I'm going to try to take time off social media. Again, I don't know how much I believe this. I really don't. Yeah. I'm leaning towards this isn't really real. A small side note on these realistic looking dolls, because we were looking at them and they are creepy. I'm not religious, but they're demonic for sure.
like Labubu's.
Yeah, I think this is what happens. We're this. So let me just show you these. They're called.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I can imagine they're freaking scary. If you're.
They're called reborn dolls. Look at this, dude.
This is not real.
This is freaking no.
This is not legit.
Well, they're not real, but they make them.
No, I mean.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Got too technical there. Yeah, they're freaking.
Oh no.
And so I was doing a little bit of research on who buys these, And my initial thought goes to Hollywood, right? They need a fake baby
They look
or
like
whatever.
taxidermies. Yeah, right? Taxidermies?
Yeah, like the animals there stuff and stuff. My initial
That's creepy.
My initial thought though goes to Hollywood. Maybe they need a fake baby for something. You know, that makes sense as to why they'd make these, right?
Keep it to just Hollywood.
And then I researched it, and there are people who buy these and take them out and pretend to have kids.
What is wrong with this world, dude?
And the problem is with this whole accept everyone as they are, we're this close to affirming this type of behavior.
No. What?
This is where the breakdown of society begins. When we reaffirm
For real.
just anybody's idea, anybody's feelings, now we got to reaffirm fake babies.
No, we're not doing that. We are not doing.
I have to. I don't make the rules.
No,
Actually,
no.
no.
You can go against the
You're
rules.
right.
If the No Kings protesters can go against the rules, so can you.
It is no longer Joe Biden's America. You're right.
This is the generation of a king.
We are
You're
so
in the
bad.
king's era. This is insane. This is borderline. This is insanity. People going around and pretending like this is a real child. This is insanity.
Yeah.
What have we come to? What's wrong with us? Anyways, if you were the father,
nice, go ahead.
sorry, if you were the father, what would you have done? Would you have disowned your child?
It's not a child. What do you mean? Disown what? What?
No. I'm not talking about the child with the fake baby.
Oh.
You're not Jamie. You're her father. You're Kira's father.
Oh. Dang, I hadn't put myself in that position. I put myself in the position of the boyfriend or the baby daddy or the to-be baby daddy or whatever. If I was the father of Kira, I don't know. I would be very upset though. I wouldn't disown her, obviously. No, that's not. I don't think this is disowning, but we were definitely talking extensively about this. And if you're a psychopath, I will be kicking you out of my house as soon as possible.
Into a psych
I'm
ward?
not getting murdered in the middle of the night by my daughter. My psychopathic
Dude, you ever
daughter.
seen the movie Sinister? Oof,
No, I haven't. but
terrifying.
What would you do?
And what would I do as a father?
Yeah.
I would find a professional help. Like there's no doubt about like whatever went through your head to think this was okay. I need to find her help, professional help.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
I don't. That's the first thing I would do.
I changed my answer.
That's
I'm gonna
the
go to
second
you.
thing I would do.
I changed my answer. I'm gonna go to you, and then you'll tell me to find professional help, and then I won't have to kick her out the house. And we'll do that. Although I don't know, I still wouldn't want her living near me. I'd be scared. Maybe when
Again, professional help.
Maybe when it's my actual daughter, I'll feel different. But
Yeah.
this is wild.
Then I would be so mad at myself as to where I failed my daughter for her to do something like this.
I would blame it on her mother. Maybe that might be better. Just kidding. That's a joke.
You know what's crazy
Gosh.
though? From this point on, I'm just gonna my wife, every girl that I date, I'm just gonna be concerned. Are you one of them? It's gonna be in the back of my head. It's gonna be a question I ask inside my head. And I'm just gonna be looking a little bit closely at these women. All right, guys. To recap, Trump lied to us. He's completely tearing down the entire White House to put a ballroom.
The whole thing's gone.
The whole thing's gone. The No Kings protest, I have no idea what's going on there.
Honestly, I consider them true patriots now. I might be joining the next one just for that one sign.
That tag for me, certainly not. Nope, no sir.
I want to spread the message that it's not a joke.
And last but not least, don't trust Scottish women. They're crazy and they can't speak right.
Okay, whoa,
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
That's a bit much.
See you next
Hold
one.
up, we can't just. Where did that come from?
Hey guys, so DayDreamer spoke to me and he said that what I said was disrespectful and mean. I was just joking. All right. I obviously don't believe it.
All right.
But gotta keep an eye out for those crazy women.
Okay, god damn it. No! Go we gotta do it again.
All right. We're back. I'm done. No more. This was a crazy event for Kira and her family. Hopefully that never happens to anybody else. All right, see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.